In this video, we will discuss about delete characters to make fancy string. A fancy string is a string where no three consecutive characters are equal. Given a string S, delete the minimum possible number of characters from S to make it fancy. Return the final string after the deletion. It can be shown that the answer will always be unique. So what they are saying is that in the input, we are given a string and we need to convert it to a fancy string. A fancy string is a string in which there are no three consecutive same characters, right? So in this case, if you see, this E is coming as 3 times consecutively, right? So this is not a fancy string. So we need to delete minimum possible characters from this string to make it a fancy string, right? So what we can do is that out of these 3 occurrences of E, we can delete one occurrence, right? Then what will happen is that our string will become LEETCODE. Now here there are no characters which are occurring thrice consecutively, right? So we can say that this is a fancy string. So we need to return this particular string as our answer. Now in this case also, if you see here, this A is coming 3 times and here it is coming 4 times. So in this 4 also, A is consecutively repeated 3 times, right? So both the places we need to change. So what we'll do is that in the starting, we'll keep the occurrences as 2, then B will come, and then here again, we want all of these A's to appear lesser than 3, right? So we can take only 2 occurrences of A here, right? Because if we take more than that, then we will have 3 consecutive A's, right? So our final string would look like this, right? So now this is pretty simple. How can we approach is that we can just directly start from the starting of our string and we can check the frequency of each consecutive character, right? So let's suppose here L is coming 1 time, right? When you move to the next character, now that is E. So you can say, okay, L was coming only 1 time, so that you can keep as is in your answer string, right? Then you see, okay, E is coming 1 time, then E is coming 2 times, then here E is coming 3 times. Now, as soon as the occurrence becomes 3 or greater than 3, then that means you shouldn't take it, right? Because otherwise it will be 3 consecutive occurrences. So whenever our count will become greater than 2, right? Or we can say greater than equals to 3, then in that case, we won't take it in our answer, right? So these two E will take it here, but this E we won't take, right? And for all other characters, the count will be 1 only, so we will consider them in our final string. Now if we come here, now we'll see this A, the frequency is 1, so we'll take this A. Now this second A, the frequency is 2, so we will take this also. Now for this third A, now the count has become 3, so then that means now we won't take it, right? Now when you will come at B, now its frequency will be 1, so we will take it. Then for this A again, frequency will be 1, so you will take it. Then for this A, frequency becomes 2, so you will take it. Now for this A, your frequency will become 3, right? So then that means now you will not take it. And then for this A, our frequency will become 4, so this also we will not take. So this will be our final string. So simple approach we have to follow, that we have to loop in the string, we need to keep track of the count of consecutive characters, and we need to add our characters in our final string only if our count is less than 3. Right? So let's code it out. So first of all, we'll create a counter variable whose initial value will be 1. 1 because we will start our loop from 1 so that we can compare our current character with the previous character. So we need to take the count of the first character also, right? So that's why count is starting from 1. Then we'll create an answer string which will be empty. Now since we are starting our loop from 1, so in answer we will add the first character of the string, right? And then we'll start our loop from I equals to 1 and it will go till s dot length and we'll do I plus plus. Now inside this we'll check that if the current character, which is s of I, is equals to the previous character, which is s of I minus 1, then in that case we will increase our count. Otherwise, if they are not the same, then we'll make the count as 1, right? Now we'll check that if our count is less than 3, then in that case in our answer we will add the current character, right? And at the end we can simply return our answer. Now in this case we are looping just once in our string, so the time complexity of this code will be order of n, where n denotes the number of characters in the string. So let's run this now. So our test cases are accepted. Let's submit this. So it got accepted. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel.